All right. Sorry about that. Everything crashed right at the beginning. It was a leadoff hit or a leadoff single from Wang Young Mook. So I will get that in there and adjusted. And apologize. Suddenly everything just crashed right as I hit the start button. But I think there we go. I think we're good to go now. Yeah, I made your guys's your your icons big. I wasn't sure exactly what it would look like. You don't want to look at big Arpo, as that's catches the bottom of the zone for the first strikeout and the first outs for Im Chong Gyu, who's not known for being a strikeout pitcher. Yeah, I think it's too big. I think it's too big. Now I can't find it. Yeah, that's let's fix this. Okay, I think that's got most of the stuff fixed now. Hopefully, hopefully. Because now we've got a 2-0 count. I think I've got everything fixed and set up. Hello, hello. 안녕하세요. All right. Now we're set. We're good. Sorry about that, everybody. As the 2-0 pitch, and Moon Hyun Bin, it turns on that one. That's going. I don't think that's catchable unless you bought a ticket. Goodbye, baseball. He didn't get it all yesterday, but he got it all today. And that is exactly what Hanwha needed to start this game. Yeah, I know. Uh, so I kind of forgot. I kind of forgot my AirPods at in in Chungju, so I don't have music. Hello, hello. Hate Eagles as Noshiwan gives that a ride, and that is also gone back to back jacks. And quickly, Hanwha's up 3-0. Goodbye again. Im Chong Gyu has not won a game since August, ladies and gentlemen. His last win was on the 23rd of August. See if any music comes out. Hmm. I don't know why. No music, but that's why. Oh, that's not why. I don't know why. All right, so Che Sung steps in now. Nice, comfortable lead already for Yuhan Jin whenever he takes the mound. Yeah, I mean, it is not looking good at all for Im Chong Kyu. That's misses outside. Ball two, 2-0. It's cold. It is cold. That's a ground ball to the shortstop. Throws over and two away. Yeah, I mean, Daejeon right now. Daejeon, it's 9 degrees, so I imagine it's even colder in Seoul. It says Seoul is also 9 degrees right now. No, she won 140 dead center. Yeah, it was the worst. Like when I was driving, I was like fighting every time I came over a pass. Is That's outside ball one. Every time I came over a pass, the wind would just almost blow me over. That's a swing and a miss in the dirt, 1-1. I don't know why I have no music, but it is annoying that I don't. Yeah, another 1-1 pitch. That's into the dirt, 2-1. I have buttons, but no music. And he fouls that off and runs it to 2-2. I'm gonna try something. This might sound a little weird, guys. No, no music. No music today, gentlemen, ladies, whoever else. Welcome, Jim. All right, the 2-2 pitch slapped foul again, and it stays at 2-2. And that's going to drop down inside the line. Sonos up is going to round second and head easily into, or head easily into second base, and he's got himself a 2 outs double as Hanwha just continues to unload on Im Jong Chan. 19 pitches for Im Chong Gyu, and he is getting spanked bad. That is in the dirt. Doesn't go around, and it's 1-0. We got music, ladies and gentlemen. We've got music. And a check swing, a foul out of play, 1-1. See if I still have music. Yes. All right, solved that predicament. So I think we're good to go now. Is sets up high, up at the letters, misses down low, below the strike zone, but he swings and misses anyway. Yeah, Jim, Im Chong Gyu is not pitched well lately. Again, he has not won a game since August. He has not won a game since August 23rd. All right, the 1-2 pitch. No, not today. I actually, as that's filed away, I will tomorrow, since it's a day off, they'll be installing my my TV. So as soon as I finish this stream, all this stuff behind me has to be packed away and loaded up, including all the monitors and everything, is that's going to be trouble, but just bounds foul and it stays 1-2. All the monitors, the desk, everything will be packed up tonight, loaded up, and then tomorrow morning I will head up to the new place to install all of this. So starting Wednesday, the new streams should be in the new place. Lots of back and forth here and there. So much driving. I'm not a fan of driving. No. I was up at 4 o'clock this morning moving as the 1-2 pitch up high fouls it off though, and it's still 1-2. Yeah, I was up at 4 a.m. I couldn't sleep, so I decided to head on because the new place is about 2 hours from here. So yeah. Oh yeah, the losing fans, the losing team is they're gonna have all kinds of little issues. Is sets up way off the plates, it doesn't chase it, and it's 2-2. And that's in the dirt. Doesn't get it far enough away. What's up? What's up? John! 어떻게 티켓 잡았어요? 근데 playoff 많이 봤어요. The 3-2 pitch. That's going to be a ground ball off of his foot, a diving attempt by OG Wan, but not going to be able to do it. And that's going to be an RBI single as Sona Sup was off on the pitch with a 3-2 count and another run for Hanwha. As they are threatening to bat around in the first inning. Nah. John, 체코 대 한국 야구 경기 어디에 티켓 잡아요? As Che and Ho fouls that one off. Where do you grab the nah? Well, but Jim Yuan Jin has not pitched well in his career in the playoffs. So yeah. Nah. Sorry not. What's up, Flashy? Yeah, couple home runs, a 2-run shot, and a back-to-back solo as he goes, and he's gonna steal that place. But it doesn't matter because he strikes out swinging. 2 strikeouts, both looking. We'll go to the bottom of the first. It's already 4-0. Yeah, I wouldn't be too. It's still early though. It is still early. Flashy. Still early though. All right. So, well, I guess LG still has to hit. So we'll see if they can put a little bit of a little something on there. The thing with both of these pitchers is they both really struggle in the first inning. Obviously, you can tell that Im Chong Gyu has struggled in that first inning. He had a 298 batting average against in the first inning. Hanwha Yuan Jin has a 318 batting average against in the first inning. So that is definitely something to notice. Okay? See how he actually does once he gets into the game. He has pitched extremely well against LG. He has not pitched well in the postseason this year. He has not pitched well in his postseason in his career. ERA of 9 this year, ERA of over 4 in his career postseason. This is the fourth game he is pitched in the Korean series. 4.1 innings, 3 runs, 5.2 innings, 1 run, 2 innings, no runs. And then today, obviously, the starter. Yeah, Yuan Jin has pitched really well up until the end of the season, but again, his last starts was over a month ago. His last start was the 26th uh, of January, or not January, the 26th of September was actually against LG. Went 6 innings, we gave up 1 run. That was on a solo shot by Austin. So first pitch there though is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1 to Hong Chang-gi. Hong Chang-gi, this is him and Austin are the two big ones that I want to kind of that I think are the really important ones today. The leadoff batter against Yuan Jin hits 324, and righties hit 279 against them. Yuan Jin's given up 12 home runs on the season, but 11 of those have been to the righties. He's given up 2 home runs of those 12 to LG, as that one almost hits him in the head. And I think this is going to be something that is very easy to, I don't want to say easy to spot, but something that is going to happen a lot is these pitchers are going to really struggle with being able to get a grip on the ball. It is very cold out as the 2-1 misses outside, and it's 3-1. Yeah, the Im Chong Gyu is just not pitched well. He doesn't pitch well in the first inning. Yeah, as the 3-1, that's right down the middle for a full count, and we'll have our second full count of the day. Always a treat with the old full count. And the 3-2 pitch fouled away. Ryun Jin, how many innings is he going to be able to go? That's another thing. Hanwha used pretty much their whole bullpen yesterday with Moon Hyun Bin not being able to finish the fourth inning. So Ryun Jin has only pitched into the seventh inning once. Opponents hit 667 against them in the seventh inning, as that's grounded foul again, and it stays 3-2. Running his pitch count up, even though they're down 4-0, is going to be massive and very important, because again, you really have to think about the Hanwha bullpen. I would. I had that the Deji bar the other day. It was way too much. It took me 2 days to eat it. Is the 3-2 pitch catches him at the bottom of the zone, and the first strikeouts for Yuran Jin is of the looking variety. 8 pitch strikeouts. Man, that's going to bring up a Shin Min Jae. Lefties against Yuan Jin 251, righties 279. Again, just 1 home run on the season from left-handed batters against Yuan Jin. So obviously, LG has a very lefty-heavy lineup, and that's part of the reason why he pitches so well against LG on the season. 4 games, 1-0 with a. Sorry, actually, I think he's 1-1. As the 0-1 is going to be slashed to left field. Moon Hyun Bin over there and grabs it 2 away. Austin steps in. This is the big one. Yeah. So Yunjin on the season, 4 games against LG, 1-1, I believe. 108 ERA. He has given up 2 home runs in Jamshil. He is a very, very good pitcher in Jamshil because it is a pitcher's park. 2 games this year, ERA of 0. 0. And that's up high, ball 1-0. Austin 0 for yesterday. And did grounded into an E5 that allowed a run to score. And another 1-0 swing and a miss, a big swing, no ding. And 1-1. Austin, ding, ding. And he slaps the bats. Liberato under it, though, and that is going to be a 1-2-3 inning for Yunjin. We'll go to the second. It's Hanwha 4, LG 0. That's a huge first inning. Again, Yunjin, they opponents hit over 300 against them in the first inning. So for him to get in and out quickly, is it time for the old Gyal Natam or Gyal Jam, the hibernation? Oh, Yunjin getting through that again, getting through the number 3 hitter that's 369 hitting against them on the season, getting through the first inning where opponents are hitting a 318 against them. Austin Dean is again right-hander, power hitter, but he hasn't hit well. So, great. Could not be a better start for Hanwha, honestly. Let's see here. Kim Chang-gyu is going to really have his work cut out for him after 31 pitches in that first inning. Hanwha is going to have a 9-1-2 coming up in the top of the second with a 4-run lead. Righties just mash Im Chang-gyu too. 282 against him. Obviously, No Shiwan, Che En Sung, Che Jae-hoon coming up now. A lot of righties. Che Jae-hoon will lead things off. Finally, might get to see him throughout the whole game. And first pitch is in there for a strike on the outside. Cone ice cream. All right, the 0-1 pitch to Che Jae-hoon. Curveball misses outside, and it's a 1-1. Who are the starters for tonight, Jim? That was the 1-1 pitch. Slapped foul. 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch rose it directly into the dirt. 2-2. And he turns on it. But into the rain, the ponchos. Those ponchos have got to be really big because you can see people with their big black puffer coats underneath those rain jackets. As that's going to be a ground ball right back to Im Chang-gyu. Runs halfway over and underhand toss and 1 away. Flips the lineup back over to the guys that did all the damage earlier. Maybe I'll sit down and watch that. I don't know. I don't know what time it'll be here. I feel weird. I'm in two places. As that's Mrs. Low want to know. So Im Chong Gyu, not a hard pitcher, not a strikeout guy. 160 pitches, 107 or 160 innings, 107 strikeouts. That's going to be a ground ball to the shortstop though. Throws it over in time and two away. Uh, as far as his pitches, he's not a hard thrower. 138 on his fastball is what he averages. He's a very, very much a Maddox type pitcher. 34% time fastball, 29% of the curveball, 27% a changeup, and then a 10% slider as that misses outside ball one. So he's a guy that relies on changing speeds, changing locations, painting corners, that type of stuff. Samsung? It also helped that he got an extra inch or two. Why are they not respect other teams, Arpo? What are they doing? I don't pay attention to them. All right, the 2-1 pitch to Liberato. It catches the top of the zone on a beautiful curveball that just breaks down at the top. A little kiss. Yeah, well, I haven't streamed that much. Limited to just the weekends since June is the 2-2 pitch that's ripped but foul, and it stays a 2-2. I really don't know why it does that. We're gonna make a little change here. You guys are witnessing me changing things in front of your eyes. Just missed, runs the count to 3-2, and he walks him. 너무 감사합니다. Thank you, Whiplash. Maybe I'll have to go and check it out once I get all settled. Checks over on Namunyan Bin looks at the strike one in there. No, definitely not. All right, now I think that's better. And that's way, way up high though, and 1-1. It was bugging me that it was kept cutting off uh people's names and stuff. All right, the 1-1 pitch to Moonyan Bin, already the big 2-run shots. That's fouled away as he missed another one. 1-2. Why are you on your phone in the bathroom? You're supposed to be doing the bathroom stuff in the bathroom. All right, the 1-2 pitch taps the glove on the ground. Misses inside though, as his command is nowhere where it needs to be. Already 50 pitches through 1 2/3 innings. A guy that doesn't walk a lot of batters. And the 2-2 is grounded, a jumping stop by Moonbo Gyung, who turns around and steps on the bag. And that's will be the end of the second inning, but Hanwha still up 4-0. Moonyon Ben, they just have the defense. Moonyon Ben, that's the Pake Mean, great play right there. Moonbo Gyung, another great play. Hanwha already with 5 runners on base, 5 at-bats with runners on base. 20 pitches in that inning for Im Chong-gyu. He's already at 51. But again, LG didn't really use a lot of their bullpen yesterday since Tolhurst went 6 innings. So, and again, they also have had a month off as the rain is extended and extended and extended these playoffs. No way. There's no way they re-signed Garabito, Arpo. He wasn't good. Yeah, maybe, Mitch. LG will have 4, 5, 6. Well, Samsung was stupid last year. They re-signed. The only reason why they re-signed Reyes is because of how he did in the playoffs. It was the exact same thing with Hernandez. LG re-signed him. It was the same thing with Cuevas for KT. I don't think they should re-sign him. Well, they said there's no one looking for him, as that's in there for a strike, and it's all in one. And another one right down the middle, 0-2. Kim Yun Soo, a good day yesterday. And the 0-2 right back up the middle. And the first hit of the day for LG as a Kim Hyun Soo continues his Korean series performance. Almost takes out his former major league combatant right back up the middle. That brings up Moonbo Gyung. Moonbo Gyung could easily make it a 4-2 game. Sets up high, misses up high, and it's 1-0. Moonbo Gyung also 2 hits yesterday, 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs. Big RBI double in the first inning, a swing and a miss and a ball in the dirt, though. And that is his big downfall. He started out so well in the start of the season and then just fell off. And that's in there for a strike. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Didn't think you guys wanted to hear that. 148 in September and later, 231 in June. Thank you, Nathans. As fouled away. Stays 1-2. Daegu is always hot though. Yeah, I had the windows open in the apartments, try and air it out some, and like all my papers just started flying around like I was in the middle of a tornado today. All right, the 1-2 pitch sets up on the outside, misses up high though, and it's 2-2. Got to get this pitch count up. Just really windy today. It's right now here in Daejeon, it's 9 degrees. Same in Seoul. As the 2-2 is that's going to be hit to the left field. That's going to be trouble and foul. Just foul. Yeah, a lot. It's funny to me because a lot of Koreans will be like, "Oh yeah, Korea snows a lot," and but I lived in the mountains of Colorado. I'm just like, yeah, no, you need a little liquid heat if you're in the stands. I think. All right, 2-2 pitch, 22 pitches, bottom of the second. And that misses outside, runs the count full, 3-2. And the 3-2 pitch, that is going to be trouble. That's going to be into the gap. Kim Yun Soo's going to round second, head to third. They get it in time and keep him at first. So a back-to-back singles as runners on the corner now for LG. OG1 coming up to strike out, ladies and gentlemen. A little, guess you're going to have a mound visit there. Kim Yun Soo, first to third. Easy read on that. And first pitch is in there for a strike on the outside, and he's 1/3 of the way to my prediction. Oh, for the game yesterday with at least I think one strikeout. Yep, struck out in the first inning to end the first. And here comes the 0-1 pitch. Sets up on the outside, misses outside, and it's 1-1. So. Pak Chan Ho, or yeah, the 1-1 just misses outside. Did not go around, and it's 2-1. They Bede Pilueo Yoljari as the 2-1. That's fouled back, and it's 2-2. The thing is you talk to the Hanwha foreign pitchers, and they say that they like pitching in the heat. And here comes the 2-2 pitch, sets up on the outside corner, and that's into the dirts, and it runs the count full again. Back-to-back full counts. Hello, hello. Yeah, I I normally I just translate the English the Celsius to Fahrenheit, but my head is so out of everywhere right now. You're developing a live, yeah, super live. That's misses up high, and he walks the count, walks the bases full, ladies and gentlemen, with nobody out and Mister Full Swing coming up. Super live. All right, 30 pitches now, 17 so far in this inning, and he's yet to record an ounce. Pak Dong-won, right-hander, sets up on the outside. That's low, ball one, 1-0. Yeah, Super Live usually has an Arabic name, but I don't know why it comes up Chinese. All right, to the 1-0 pitch. Going to set up outside again. Ripped past the diving shortstop. One run is in. A second run is going to come on in. And he slides into second base with a 2 RBI double. And suddenly it's 4-2. OG1 over to third. Pak Dong-won at second. Nobody out still. As Gubon Hyuk just drops that foul. And it's 0-1. Oh man, it's awful playing. I remember the first game I ever played in Korea, it was snowing and we played. And the 0-1 runs inside. Ball one, 1-1. Or sorry, the 0-1, 1-1. The catcher is not too bad because you have all that gear on and you're constantly moving. You're involved in every pitch. Yeah, watch them live and then listen to my commentary. It's perfect. That's right back up the middle off of Ryun Jin and then slides into the outfield and then a bobble by the right fielder and Pak Dong-won is tied it up. And suddenly we've got a new ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Right back to Ryun Jin off of Ryun Jin rolls past the second baseman who dove for it into the outfield. But the right fielder bobbles it as he's coming up with it, and that allowed Pak Dong-won to score from second base. And suddenly, it's 4-4. I don't know how they're going to score that exactly. Obviously, you're going to have a RBI. I don't know if they're going to give him 2 RBIs on that or if they're just going to give him 1. Pak Min is going to be up to bats. But now, again, the Hanwha fans are suddenly cold. As Pak Pakemina drops down the bunt. So Jin cuts it off, throws over to first, and sacrifice of bunts moves him over. That flips the lineup back over. Thank God we got a bunt. Very important to bunts when you're just got the guy absolutely laid out. You've scored 4 runs with nobody out, so of course you would bunt. Again, LG's manager is the dumbest manager in the league. And Hong Chang-yi now looks at the ball one up high, 1-0. Hong Chang-yi struck out looking in his first at bats. Just gave up the momentum right there. That's just does catch the outside. And warming up looks like I couldn't see the number. I couldn't. Right-handers warming up for Hanwha. Nathan, how's the shoe business, man? All right, the 1-1 pitch sets up on the outside. That is ripped into the gap, and that's going to be trouble. Gumon Hyuk is going to round third, and he's going to come on home as LG takes the lead. 5-4. The bunt was the greatest move that they could have made, I guess. All right, so Shinmin J, that's going to be a chopper. That's going to be tough for the shortstop. Grabs it, throws in time, does move him up, and a 6-3 ground out. Puts a runner back into scoring position, and a 2 away. Bye bye, Arpo. Yeah, I so wish I could like be at the games, set up all my streaming stuff, be at the game, set it up so that's like I can put a mic out the window that so everybody could hear the stadium going. That would be the ultimate. Kim Jong Soo looks like he's warming up, and he was not on the roster last series, as that's in there for a strike. Yeah, one day. Uh I gotta have everything here. I can't. I gotta have all my get up. As the 0-1 is way up high. Austin was shaking his head as he swung at a pitch up at his eyes. Remember, Jim, we can go 15 innings in the Korean series. I mean, it's tough to not take the Dodgers as much as I don't like the Dodgers. All right, the 0-2 pitch. He didn't go around on that one. 30 pitches already in this inning. Yeah, you got the who's your new manager? Like the Tennessee coach or something? All right, the 1-2 pitch. He went around on that one. Nope, didn't go around on that one either. Ooh, right on the line. All right, the 2-2 pitch. 45th pitch of the game for Yu Hun Jin. Swing and a miss up high. Might have gotten a piece of it, but they bat around and they get 5. Retake, or not retake, but to take the lead on 5 runs in the bottom of the second. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, everything has changed. 45 pitches now for Yurhan Jin. 32 pitches in that inning. What do you think about him? Think it's a good signing? All right. I think we're back here. And the first pitch to No Shiwan in there for a strike at the top of the zone. No Shiwan, a solo shot in his first at bat. We're going to have a lot of bullpen pitchers in this game, ladies and gentlemen. A ton of them. 51 pitches through 1 inning or 2 innings for the LG starter. 45 for Yuan Jin for the Hanwha starter. Yeah, definitely a big jump, but at least they got to do something. That is lifted up Hong Chang Gi giving chase under it, and 1 away. This is big because Hanma out to a quick early lead, jumped on Im Chang Gyu, came out in the second inning, nothing. And then they got punched right in the mouth in the bottom of the seconds. They've got their 4, 5, 6 hitters coming up here. How do they respond? Are they just completely deflated, or do they have some signs of life? Is the biggest thing. That's a beautiful curveball right down the middle, and it's on 1 to Chan Sung. Chan Sung, just not good against his old team. 0 for 1, a 6-3 ground out, and that's going to be a ground ball right back to the shortstop. Throws over, and a couple 6-3 ground outs for your captain, El Capitan himself. The old silver starfish. Everybody go get yourself some plastic jackets with some flashy drawstring hoodies. It is fashion. That's way, way outside. So, Jim, you watch a lot of baseball, a lot of KBO then. So who would be your team then, Jim? as the 1-0 misses outside. It's 2-0. Jim, who is your KBO team? All right, the 2-0 just misses outside, runs it to 3-0. Just cold, no rain. That the what looks like rain is there's netting basically around most of the stadium that catches the top of the zone. Jim, would you be interested in buying a replica NC Dinos Legend sword? As the 3-1 pitch catches the outside, and now it's a 3-2 count. The announcer, ball, strike, strike. All right, here we go. The 3-2 counts. Run at full after falling behind 3-0. Using signs, not using the old pitch com. Sets up on the inside, and that's going to be a ground ball. Shortstop picks it up, throws across, and 1-2-3 inning go. The Hanwha Eagles as we go to the bottom of the third. It's 5-4 LG. See if the Dinos hang out in Changwon or if they move to someplace else once all the everything is said and done by the end of the season. I get all these text messages from the Hanwha fans saying, "Oh, Hanwha, great start, great start," and then I'm like, "Yeah, you sure about that? You sure?" Oh, again, LG batted around in that last inning. So, uh, would you be interested in a NC Dinos replica Legend Championship sword? Yuhan Jin back out on the mound. He'll face the guys that tore him up just last inning. Sets up on the outside, and it is a strike on the outside. We'll see how he responds. Kim Chong-gyu responded pretty well. And he pops him up, though. Shortstop over on the second base side, back to the behind of the plates or the bag, and that's one away. Rings up a Moonbo Young and a single and an R and a run scored just the last inning. Kim Chong-gyu only 10 pitches that inning, so leaving him at 61. That's misses outside. Ball one, 1-0. Like my camera's a little. There we go. A little better. Yeah, I went to their new stadium, and this was like the giveaway that they had. Yeah, that was the giveaway that they had when you entered the stadium was a giant foam sword. as the 2-1 misses up high, or sorry, 2-0, 3-0 now. Hate to be walking a guy with other guys that rocked you just below them. All right, the 3-0 pitch right down the middle, 3-1. Yeah, because NC is new core is what the NC stands for. They're they own a bunch of stuff. They own some malls, and then or department stores is what they're called more here in Korea. They are called New Core Mall or NC Mall, as that's in there for a strike, and it's 3-2. Runs the count full. Second straight full count for Moonbo Young, actually. Fourth of the day for LG. But they also do Lineage, I think, is the name of their main game. The 3-2 is a slapped foul. You got to keep running that pitch count up. Yuan Jin is not a guy that's going to throw 100 pitches anymore. He is a 80, 90 at the max guy. 53 pitches now. After 32 last inning, he's thrown 8 so far, 9. And that's going to be a ground ball through the left side, and another single from Moonbo Young. And he is 2 for 2 today after going 500 yesterday. And OG Wan steps in. Just dropping it right past the shortstop. I was I really questioned this move. Hanwha went in the offseason and they signed Shimu Jun, who is one of the best defensive shortstops in the league, probably the best defensive shortstop in the league. Can't hit for anything. And Yuan Jin is not a strikeout guy. He's a ground ball pitcher. As OG Wan fouls that away. And they take him out and put in number 16, move him from second to shorts. Instead of I just don't I'm not real sure about the reasoning behind that. I don't know if how many balls the shortstop would have gotten to, is that's going to be a ground ball to the second baseman, throws to seconds, and it gets the lead runner on the 4-6 putout. That'll be 2 away now, as brings up a Pak Dong Wan. This is really where you got to worry about again for Yuan Jin, right-handed batter. He's been out there. He's cold. He doesn't have his command. He already roped a double earlier. He could easily get a hold of one and put it over the wall. But it's not on that pitch, as it's up and in, and it's 1-0. Getting a 200 in this Korean series. 2 RBI, double and a run scored last inning. And lays off of that, and it's 2-0. Yuan Jin almost up to Im Chong-gyu pitch count. And the 2-0 pitch sets up on the outside, misses outside, and it's 3-0. And here comes the 3-0 pitch. Fastball down the middle. Nope, curveball down the middle. And it's a 3-1. Now he's got the green light. Do you try to throw a curveball again, or you try to get him to chase a little off the plate? You throw the cutter. And the 3-1, and that is turned on. And just like I said, ladies and gentlemen, come to me for all your predictions, because I know. Goodbye. 7-4. Sometimes, somebody out there, ESPN, MLB TV, KBS, SBS, NBC, somebody out there has got to be watching and just has to be absolutely amazed at how amazing my predictions are. Because it's really just, it's mind-boggling. Seven to 4. Gumoniak heads up bunt there, and he throws him out though. And the 1-3 putouts. But we go to the 4th inning. It's 7 to 4. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, I just get these feelings. I don't know how to explain it. Just looking at the numbers, looking at the stats, looking at the probabilities, and sometimes you just got to be like, man, that's what's going to happen. I should be clipping these. Oh, you and Jen, the pitch counts are now way up there. 62. I have to almost think that he might be done. I don't know. They're going to, he's given up 7 runs. Do they bring him back out to face the 9-1-2 again, or what? Hanwha is going to have the 7, 8, 9 hitters coming up in the top of the 4th inning. Obviously, Im Chang-gyu is going to be back out there. You have to think that Im Chang-gyu is going to try to go another, 5 or 6 innings, try to get to 100 pitches just to keep LG's bullpen as well rested as possible. And Haju Suk looks, oops, I said his name, I'm sorry. I'm so out of it, as that's going to be a ground ball to the second baseman. I can't hear what I'm actually saying. All right, so Che and Ho steps in now. Misses outside, ball 1. Oops, wrong side. Sets up right down the middle, but it drops below, and it's 2-0. I don't even know her name. It's Kim something. The 2-0 is way, way up high, 3-0. And a 3-1 in there for a strike, a 3-1 now. Yun Jung, something. I don't know. Something like that. All right, the 3-1 pitch just catches the outside corner, runs the count full, 3-2. Hanwha's had a full count each inning, a single in the first, a walk in the second, a 6-3 ground out in the third. And the 3-1 in the dirt walks him. Walking the number 8's hitter. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. We'll see how it plays out. Im Chang-yu sitting at 69 pitches. Wonder what happened to Samantha. And where's NGNF? Where has he been is the question. All right, it's Che Jae-hoon. We'll get him some music. I can't hear it, but all right, the 1-0 pitch. You gonna get a ground into double play here? And that's in there for a strike. 1-1. I hope he didn't get arrested by ICE or whatever. All the joking about being from North Korea might have gotten him put on an FBI or an ICE wanted list as the 1-1. That's going to be a grounded but foul. 1-2. Kim Young-woo warming up. Best number in baseball, ladies and gentlemen. I was at the game where the guy that sang that song came and sang it at the actual game itself. Nathan, I don't think you understand. As that is lifted up. It's not 3. I've been number 67 for. Yeah, I've been number 67 for like 15 years, 20 years. As the 1-2 pitch. All right, here I'll even show you more. The ultimate. And another 1-2. That's going to be a. Oh, he bobbles it. And that should be an E6. Thinking about turning 2, but if you forgot to turn 1. Can Hanwha capitalize? My dugout mug. They don't ship to Korea. They actually don't. They don't send to Korea. So I had to order it, and then my parents sent it to me. That was the double play ground ball that I was predicting. Oh yeah, the shiny. Oh, you're talking about all the Hanwha wearing ponchos. All right, so Wang Young Mook, he led off the game with a single. That's in the dirts, ball one. Because you have, if you're talking about Jackie, you have the Hanwha, all of them wear rain jackets. As the 1-0 pitch misses inside, ball two, 2-0. I have to think that if he doesn't get Wang Young Mook out here, he is done. You do not want Liberato coming up with the bases loaded. And the 2-0 pitch in there. Oh! Woo! I thought that was a strike. He thought it was a strike. Everybody thought it was a strike except the ABS system. Just missed the back. And that's ball four. He walks the bases loaded. And Hanwha is not giving up yet. They're going to go to the bullpen. Korean series is what it says. So it's the Korean version of the World Series. 79 pitches for Im Chong-gyu. That'll be it for him. So we'll have our first pitching change of the day, ladies and gentlemen. A big air for Mo Ji-won. You must be a Lotte fan. Must be a Lotte fan. Ah, that was actually my what I was thinking. I was like, oh, that's got to be him. I was like, you're the only Lotte fan that still is participating in the KBO. All right, Kim Young-woo comes in trying to stop the game from getting tied back up. I'm not selling the sword. I was just messing with you. It would cost more to ship than it would be worth. All right, Liberato steps up. Bases loaded. Down 3 in the Korean series. Oh, no. Yeah. Kim Young-woo out on the mound. First pitch is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. And the 0-1 pitch sets up in the zone. Misses down low in the zone, but a swing and a miss at 152. Yeah, but now it's really difficult to get stuff shipped. And the oats, woo! That one was way, way outside. I'll show you my pride of my collection on the break. The sword is up there. But the 1-2, and that's going to be off the handle. That's going to be tough. Shin-Min Jae makes the catch, gets up and spins around. and nobody gets anywhere. What a play by Shinmin Jae. Once again, stranding Che Ho over at third base. I think he would have been out if he would have gotten. But this was the same play, the same player when they brought the infield in last night's game, and they weren't able to get him home. But Moon Hyun Bin steps in, looks at strike one on the outside. He's the one that cut it off, and then an easy toss to the shorts or the first baseman. Stranded him over there at third base, and the 0-1 pitch, low 1-1. Moon Hyun Bin hitting 455 with the bases loaded on the season, ladies and gentlemen. This is why we call him Mr. Clutch. And the 1-1 pitch misses outside at 2-1. I don't think he scores. Che Ho is not that fast. All right, the 2-1 pitch. Moon Hyun Bin can easily put Hanwha back in the lead. He's already hit 1 2-run shot today. That misses low and outside. 3-1. No Shiwan waiting on deck. He also has a solo shot back in the first inning. Im Chong Gyu waiting on, looking at the game, and the 3-1 pitch outside, and he walks in a run. Brings up No Shiwan. Have a mound visit here. And that'll be it for him. Kim Jin Sung will come in to pitch. He came in yesterday. Oh, my stuff is wrong. No. The least worst outcome. All right, No Shiwan. I mean, yeah, he has to. They had him pitch yesterday. They You could tell that they were like super over, kind of excited for him to get an out. So Kim Jin Sung, 78 games, 70 points at 2 innings, 33 holds, a 3.44 ERA, 24 walks, 63 strikeouts. He will face No Shiwan. Again, he did pitch in yesterday's game. 1 inning, 16 pitches, gave up a walk and a strikeout. Who did he face? And that's ripped, but foul. So yesterday he came in, walked Liberato, got Moon Hyun Ben to fly out, struck out No Shiwan, and then a ground ball. In his career, No Shiwan 462 against Kim Jin Sung. Yeah, the game was completely out of hand. It was already 8-2. They brought him in to get the last out as the 0-1 is fouled away. 0-2. It feels like that. It might take 10 to win this game. I was hoping for a quick game tonight so I could pack. I don't think that's going to happen. And then the 0-2 way, way upstairs out of the zone, barely even showed up outside of the outside box on the K zone. Yeah, I mean, it was 8-2 at that point. They brought him in the bottom of the 8th to get one out. And he bounces that one 45 feet into the dirt, and it's 2-2. So it goes from 0-2 to 2-2. Who is the Gooner streamer? All right, the 2-2 pitch. That's a rolled over and a foul. Stays 2-2. No Shiwan way, way out in front of that one. A nasty fork ball just drops. Barely got a piece of it. Two pitch. Now bases loaded. Swing and a miss, and they leave them loaded. Massive, massive strikeout from Kim Jin Sung. Oh, we'll go to the bottom of the 4th. It's 5-7. That, ladies and gentlemen, was huge. I'll pass. I will. I'll pass on that. Massive. Hanwha's left 5 on. LG is going to have their 9-1-2 coming up. Well, the question now is all right. The question remains: do they bring Yuhan Jin back out? Nope. Kim Jong Soo will come out now onto the mound as both pitchers can't even finish 4 innings. All right, so Park Hae-min will greet Kim Jong Soo. Kim Jong Soo again was not on the roster last series. He was left off the roster. Everybody questioned it. As that's in there for a strike. The manager's reasoning behind it was, oh, he's pitched a lot in the regular season. Yeah, so did every other reliever. as the 0-1 is popped up. Shortstop out onto the grass and one away. Flips the lineup back over. And now what you have, and this is the one advantage that Yuhan Jin had, is now you have righties facing this left-handed heavy lineup. Again, Hong Chang-gi lefty, Shin Min Jae lefty, Kim Hyun-soo lefty, Moonbo Kyung lefty, Oh Ji-won lefty, and Park Hae-min lefty. So you have 6 lefties in this lineup. As that misses low, ball 1. 1-0. So now you've got a bunch of Hanwha has 3 lefties in the bullpen, but they're outside of Kim Bum-soo. They haven't been good in the playoffs. As the 1-0 misses into the dirts, and it's 2-0. You got guys like Hong Chang-gi who are going to see a ton of pitches. And the fact that he's going to see a ton of pitches is going to run his pitch count up. So you're going to LG definitely has a massive advantage at this point, as that is in there for a strike at the top of the zone. You got all these left-handed batters. Hanwha's left-handed relievers just aren't very good. Ryun Jin is the only left-handed starter that Hanwha has. And again, he obviously hasn't pitched well at all this whole postseason. So the 2-1 pitch sets up right down the middle, and he hits him. And that brings up a Shin Min Jae. One of my big news on the streaming front. I got a new chair. I put it together today. I'm super excited about it. As a Shin Min Jae fouls that into his foot, and it's 0-1. Even put some rollerblade wheels on it, so it scoots around a little bit better. And 0-1 pitch sets up right down the middle. And that's a strike on the outside corner. And 0-2. Yeah, I mean, this chair I've had it for so long. I think I've probably had this chair for 8 years. Definitely got a good use out of it. All right, the 0-2 pitch. And that is right down the middle. That could not be any more down the middle, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, he was searching for a chair forever. He was thinking he was going to throw it outside. He set up way high, too. All right, Austin ding 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 steps in. And that misses up high. 0-1. Austin Dean 0 for 7 in these Korean series. Almost hits him there. And it's 2-0. Why are they holding up that flag? Is he from Texas? All right, the 2-0 pitch. This is inside, 3-0. guess he's from Texas. It doesn't say, it just says from the U.S. Yeah, it's the Texas flag, so I assume he's from Texas. All right, to the 3-0 pitch. That's in there for a strike at the top of the zone. Because they oftentimes, like when the foreigners from Venezuela, they'll hold up a Venezuela. Yeah, they'll hold up a Venezuela flag or Puerto Rico or wherever they're from, but you never see it for the Americans. The 3-1 pitch right down the middle, and another pitch right down the middle. Another full count, ladies and gentlemen. Each team has had a full count in each inning. 4 full counts for Hanwha, and then now this is the 5th full counts for LG. Steps off. Hong Chang-gi will be off on the pitch now. 2 outs. Not even going to be held on by Che Yun-sung over there at first base. So a double should score him as long as he's a trip and fall like yesterday. And the 3-2 pitch misses low. Ball 4. And that brings up Kim Hyun-soo. Not a guy you want to see with runners on base, even though there is 2 outs. Kim Hyun-soo, a single and a run scored in the first inning yesterday. He was the player of the game. I still think Shin-min Jae should have been player of the game. And that's in the dirt. Ball 1. We're getting to that magical 20 pitches in an inning. Pitch way up high. He was definitely confused on that. Career postseason, 3rd in games, 2nd in hits, 2nd in bases, and 1st in RBIs, 1st in walks, and 1st and bases. I have a mound visit here. Nope, we're going to have a pitching change. Are they going to go to Kim Bum-soo? 2-0 counts after he walks Austin, and we're going to have another pitching change. Better hope the pitching coaches have their orthotics in, because they are going to be doing a ton of walking. Have to think they bring in Kim Bum-soo here. Yep. Kim Bum-soo will come on in. From Kim Jong-soo to Kim Bum-soo. They can't do anything. They have their playoff roster, so you're allowed to set your roster for 1 series. The only time you can make changes is if somebody is injured. Yeah, if somebody gets injured, then you're allowed to make a change. But other than that, that's it. All right, it's Kim Bum-soo, 1 game, a point to 2 innings in this series. 1 walk, a whip of 1.5. Came in yesterday. Pitched well yesterday. Came in to clean up the mess that Moon Dong-ju had on the base pass. Coming in here to, and this is really honestly where he does his best work, is when he comes in and there's already base runners on. He comes in, maybe not in the middle of an at bats, but comes in to clean up other people's messes. That is really where he does his best work. So the 2-0 count. That's in the dirts, and it's 3-0. Again, obviously not the best situation coming in a 2-0 count. Those cheerleaders have got to be freezing cold. Hanwha's cheerleaders have got their hoodies on, their ponchos on. Poor LG's got their hoodies on and their little Daisy Duke shorts. As the 3-0 pitch runs in and he walks the bases full. That brings up Moonbo Young. 2 for 2 today, 2 for 4 yesterday. And that walk will be charged to Kim Jong-soo since he started the at-bats. Bases loaded now. They just had bases. Hanwha just had bases loaded and they left them full. As the Moonbo Young turns on that one, lifts it up, going at the warning track, jumps, goodbye. Maybe? No, I guess it bounced back in, but nonetheless, he clears the bases with a 2 RBI double, or a bases clearing double, and LG goes up 10-5. I thought he got it over, but apparently it didn't. As it hit and then bounced back, I guess. I'm going to look at the replay here. I think it hit just in front, but it went over his glove. Yeah, it went over his glove and hit just under the line. That's why I couldn't really tell. But that clears the bases. 3 RBIs for Moonbo Young. And that brings up OG1. A big RBI double yesterday. Today, that's obviously the biggest one. Yeah, that's it went over his glove, but his glove wasn't outside of this. Yeah, I mean, it's a double. I don't know why we're still looking at this. Maybe they just call me. It might have actually. They might be showing the spot right where it hit on that. Look like the tubing. No, that's over farther to the side. Yeah, it's not a home run. It hit below the line. But anyway, cleared the bases. It's now 10-5. And yeah. All right, OG1 looks at strike one on the outside, and it's 0-1. And at this point, the Hanwha fans have got to be wondering why they hired that manager, and they didn't hire me. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. That's a home run in about every other stadium. All right, the 0-2 pitch sets up way off the plate once again. Throws it over there in the dirt, but he blocked by the wall himself. And it's 1-2 now. LG's offense just destroying Hanwha. 8 runs last game, 10 today. And we're still only in the 4th inning, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, another 1-2 pitch sets up, flips the glove on the ground. And that's way outside. Imagine paying $2,000 to go to a KBO Korean Series game to watch your team get spanked around to blow a 4-0 lead. As the 2-2 pitch, that's right back at Kim Bum Soo. Nope, he misses it. Shortstop grabs it, throws over, and that's his 3 away. But they get another 3 on the bases clearing Moonbo Gyung double. We'll go to the 5th inning. It's 10-5 LG. What's crazy is they got 3 runs on 1 hit. 3 runs on 1 hit, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. Great. Like it's just pure KBO. Like that's the only thing you can say is it's just KBO. All right. Jim, you watching? I'll show you my pride and joy, my favorite possession. Not the minions. See if you're there, Jim. I'll wait for your acknowledgments in the chat. Kiwi, you've already seen this. All right, LG is Kim Jin Sung, probably still out there, I would have to imagine. Cheon Sung faces Kim Jin Sung and looks at strike 1. And the 0-1 pitch, and he definitely went around. 0-2. Kiwi, is this does this make you want to go see a game even more this week? And the 0-2 pitch goes around. Didn't matter anyway. It's a strike on the outside. He said he went around. Yeah. Probably best. Have to imagine that these tickets are going to start getting lots cheaper. Swing and a miss there by Sona Sup. Those people trying to sell tickets on Friday for X amounts, not going to be very much. As that one is fouled back and out of play, and it's 0-2. 나? 아니요. 그냥 모든 팀 That misses outside, and it's 1-2. And Molden team uniform 있고, Molden team 인형 있고. As the 1-2 pitch taps it on the ground, lifts it up. Shortstop, the second baseman. Shortstop is going to take it, and that's 2 away. 아니요, 그거 처음 들었어요. 근데 저는 올해 같이 한화 시즌 1 있었어요. 근데 한화 what a bunt, ladies and gentlemen! What a bunt! What a beautiful, beautiful bunt by none other than number 16. He bunts it all the way to the first baseman. 네, 그래서 저는 올해 같이 한화 시즌 1 있었어요. 근데 올해 사지 않았어요. 근데 음주석 다시 재계약하고 시즌 1 혜택 없어요. 그래서 저는 그냥 KBO 중계 방송해요. I don't, is it what do I'm going to put an LB3, a line bunt to the first baseman. That was one of the worst bunts. That was awful. Hilarious. Hilarious, but awful. Cannot believe the absolute, well, I can believe the absolute collapse. I think runners should be charged with errors. I guess they are. They do have a stat for that, getting thrown out on the base pass. That's Pak Sang-won will come back out. He pitched exactly how you were expecting him to pitch in last night's game. 0.1 innings, 1 strikeout, batting average of yeah. 네, 저는 2014년부터 한국에 살았어요. 그래서 항상 요즘 MLB 안 봐요. 시간이 너무 힘들어요. All right, Park Dong-won steps in. Big, obviously, the 2-run shot. That misses inside, ball 1. KBO is entertainment. MLB is baseball. The 1-0 is into the dirt, and it's 2-0. That's in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone, and it's 2-1. Sets up on the outside. Pak Dong-won just above his knees, and he big swing there, fouls it away. 2-2. 2 for 2 today, 4 RBIs, a 2-run shot in his last at bats, a 2 RBI double, and a run scored. 2 for 2, 4 RBIs, 2 runs scored. As here comes the 2-2 pitch. Runs the count full, 3-2. Couldn't have an inning without a full count now, could we? You got to think there's a battle right now between the player of the game, between the number 5 hitter and the number 7 hitter. Moonbo Young, 3 for 3. And the 3-2 pitch rolls over that. The shortstop is going to scoop it up, throws across the diamond, and 1 away. Oh, I have to maybe put Moonbo Young up in the lead now with, 2 singles and a double, 3 RBIs, a run scored. Massive one to break the game open. Obviously, Pak Dong-won also had one to break the game open. When it was 4-5, the 2-run shot put them up 7 as Vets in there for a strike, put them up 7-4. It was 5-4, put them up 7-4 at that time. All right, the 0-1 pitch in there for a strike is Pak Sang-won, making sure that everyone in Korea can hear him yell. Gumon Hyuk, 1 for 2 on the day. 2 RBI single back in. That's big 5 runs, second inning, and a 1-3 ground outs. And the 0-2 throws it to the backstop almost, and it's 1-2. Hanwha versus Lotte. 0 question. You had a Hanwha versus Lotte series, that would just be ridiculously big. As the 1-2 pitch sets up on the outside, and that's going to be a ground ball. Second baseman backhands it, throws across his body in time. 2 away. Great play by Wang Young-mook for ranging over towards his towards second base. Yeah, if you had again, any Hanwha or Lotte team that makes the Korean series is going to be the most attention grabbing. Yeah, great play by Wang Young-mook. As a Pak Min looks at strike 1 on the inside. Pak Min ground a sacrifice bunt that actually did help score a run, and a fly out to a pop fly to the shortstop. 0-1 on the day. That's just catches the inside corner, and it's 0-2. The old ABS zone. And misses outside. 1-2. Pak Sang-won halfway to the dugout before anything is ever called. Pak Sang-won really just fell apart towards the end of the season. He actually was taken off of the first team roster at the end of the season as the 1-2 is fouled away. Not, I don't remember exactly where he was taken off the roster, but yeah, he was taken off the roster because he couldn't pitch. I mean, 74 games in the regular season and was taken off the roster in the ERA of almost 17. Is that's going to be a slash? That might be trouble, but Liberato is going to be able to cut it off, keep Pak Min to a 2-out single, and another hit for LG. Flips the lineup over to Hong Chang-gi. Little inside out swing. Going with it. Mean plenty of speed. I can't imagine that they're going to be sending him running here in this situation, though. But a 5-run lead in the KBO in the 5th inning, definitely not safe by any means. Hong Chang-gi, 1 for 2 on the day, as looks at strike one, and it's 0-1. Hong Chang-gi struck out looking to start the LG offense, or lack of offense, in the 1st inning. Then a RBI single back in the 2nd inning, and a hit by pitch and a run scored just last inning. Batting around in the 2nd inning is, and sending up 5, 6, 7 guys in each inning is, your leadoff batter getting his 4th at bat in the 5th inning. You gotta love it. And the 0-1 pitch, way, way late on that. It's like he decided to swing after he heard the ABS system call a strike. That's how late he was on that. And checks over on the runner. That's in there safely. And it stays 0-2. And here we go. The 0-2 pitch sets up on the outside. He's going. Chan Sung grabs it. He will go back and touch the bag. And that will be it. As they strand another one, they've left 3 on. We will take our little 5th inning break. I'll see you guys in just a few. right, so we're back. Just about back. Um, Out on the mound, we've got a new pitcher, lefty, coming in for LG. As Son Sung Gi, he did also pitch yesterday. That tells me that they're going to go with Chirinos on Wednesday, and then Sonju Young, on Thursday. Hanwha is going to have it looks like we're going to have a, pinch hitter here. It looks like Eugene Young is the number I think I'm reading in the body that I think I'm seeing. So Eugene Young is pinch hitting, bringing in a right-handed batter. Song Sung Gi, 1 inning, game just yesterday. And the first pitch to Eugene Young, up high, ball one. And the 1-0 pitch in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Hanwha undoing a little, emptying their bench. I did too. So, Jim, now that you're back, that's is in there for a strike. This is my prized possession. You won't be able to read it. Hanwha gave us this for this is my season seats. It was the 1-2 misses low in the dirts, 2-2. So it actually has my name and what's used to be my season seats. First base side, cheerleading section, 113 block E14. As the 2-2 is fouled straight back, that stays a 2-2. So yeah, this is my my best from my collection. Can't get that anywhere. Also have somewhere, I think it's at the new apartments. Uh Pretty much, as that one is also fouled away. They're going at this point. So for right fielder, they've got Chan Ho, who's a lefty, Lee Jin Young, who's more of a power righty, and Kim Tae Yun, who's a contact righty. As that goes way outside, runs the count full. So basically, they go, okay, lefty on the mound. We're going to go with the right-handed batter, as that is a fouled away again. Yeah, years ago, I want to say maybe 10 years ago, I was a fan of the game. So they actually sent me a picture from me cheering at the game, which was pretty cool. As the 3-2 is lifted, as center fielder turns back, comes back, and makes the catch. 1 away. That brings up the number 9 hitter, Che Jae-hoon. I assume he's still going to be hitting. If he's not batting, that means they definitely 100% have thrown in the flag. But he is batting, so. And that's in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Yeah, this Hanwha really doesn't give anything to season ticket holders. This is actually something that you bought, kind of, as also I don't know if you can see, but right there, that first jacket is a custom jacket. That glove is huge. That's got to be like a 14-inch mitt. Is the 1-2 pitch as he turns on that, but it rips foul, and he gives the Hanwha fans some a little souvenir. Well, swing and a miss, two away. So when I first started going to games, when I first bought my season ticket, it was 610,000 won, which is about say $500, 490, 470, something like that. It would say $500 for a full season ticket. That's 72 games. Uh, oh, Wang Young Mook as fouls that one away. My problem with Hanwha, and one of my many problems with Hanwha is, uh, so after it was 610,000 won up until Corona. Even the 2020, I bought my ticket, but it was canceled because of Corona. Uh, After that, the next season, they raised the price by 30%, despite the fact that Hanwha finished dead last. Then the following year, they raised it another 30%, despite the fact that Hanwha, again, finished in dead last. So they raised the price 100%. If you count this year, in the last as that's grounded over to and foul. Uh, so from 2020 to 2025, this season, they raised the season ticket price over 100%, despite the fact that they finished in last, 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 ninth, and eighth. Yeah. And Hanwha has the worst fan service. They give no benefits to season ticket holders. Yeah, so that's why I'm like, no, I'm just not doing it anymore. As the 1-2 in the dirt, so 2-2. Uh, that's when I decided, because last year I only streamed Hanwha games. Because I went to every Hanwha home game, and then on the weekend or on the road games, I would do streaming. But because they pissed me off so much, I bought uniforms from every team and said I will stream and root for every team except Han. Spaced. Okay. Spaced. Are you in Korea or outside of Korea? All right. The 2-2 pitch. Okay, just a sec. I'll explain it right after Wang Young Mook looks at a strike three on the outside, and we go to the bottom of the sixth. Okay. Oh, let me check and see where you are exactly. All right. So, spaced. Since you're outside of Korea, you can go to souplive.com, SOOPLIVE.com. That's the official international provider of the KBO. I live in Korea, so I watch on regular Korean broadcast. So my stream is actually probably a second or two ahead of the Soup broadcast because they're a relay broadcast. So you can watch that game and listen to my English commentary, and it should match up almost perfectly. So, yeah, definitely a thing to watch. Oh, LG is going to have their 2, 3, 4 hitters coming up here, and we'll see who comes out to pitch though. Pak Sang Won, 18 pitches there. I can't imagine that he is going to stay out there. have to think that they're going to go with maybe like Wang Young or Wang Jun Saw, or nope, they're going to go with Ju Hyun Song. So they will bring out Ju Hyun Song, taking over on the mound. He did pitch. He pitched really well yesterday. One game, 0.2 innings. So he will face Shin Min Jae, Austin Dean, Dean Dean, and Kim Hyun Soo. And the first pitch is in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Lee Jin Young does stay over there in right field. Well, they're off tomorrow, so it doesn't really matter. And the 0-1 is in there for a ball, 1-1. Yeah, yeah. I have the shortest possible delay for for YouTube. That's why I only stream in 1080 instead of 4K. Is the 1-1 is going to be a ground ball. Shortstop grabs it, quick throw over to first, and that's one away. Bring up old Austin ding 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 ding. Yeah, if you have time spaced, if you look in the description to this video, the one of the local stations did a documentary on me, and it kind of shows all the stuff that I go through to actually stream these games for you. It's a definitely, I would like to think, as a professional production. As Austin Dean steps in and looks at ball one that just breaks below the zone, and it's 1-0. Yeah, it's just the highlights, but yeah, the actual documentary was about 25-30 minutes. They filmed for 2 days. It's the 1-0 and misses outside, and it's 2-0. Yeah, I've actually had KBS, which is one of the programs that does baseball. I've actually had them call me both of the last 2 years wanting to do a documentary about me and my KBO stuff. That's misses outside, 3-0. Yeah, they definitely did not put enough. They did not put enough Big Kiwi. I am a little upset that they didn't show us like that much with the dinner and the baseball stuff. And the 3-1 pitch just gets a stitch on the bottom of the zone, and it's 3-1. Yeah, none of the oysters. I ate 2 oysters for nothing. But just wait for next year. Plenty of Big Kiwi coming on the channel, as that is lifted up. That might be trouble, but it will get foul, and it runs the count full, 3-2. Austin Dean did walk in his last at bats. He looks way off balance. Just way off balance. Again, he is hitless in this Korean series, yet the Twins' offense has just been clicking. All right, here we go. The 3-2 pitch. Sets up right down the middle as he waited on that curveball. Fouls it to straight back, stays 3-2. Trying to hit the old bucket o' chicken. Home run. All right, so 3-2 pitch once again sets up on the inside, and he walks him. Austin doesn't seem like he's ready to swing the bat, really. Yeah. So yes and no. I'll explain it just a sec. As Kim Hyun Soo slaps that first pitch, but it's foul. Kim Hyun Soo, 1 for 2 on the day. A single and a run scored in the first inning and or second inning. Pop up to the shortstop, and then a walk and a run scored back in the fourth inning. Again, a Baltimore Oriole and Philadelphia Phillies legend himself, hitting 500 so far in this Korean series. Here we go. The 0-1 pitch sets up right down the middle at the thigh, and he waits on it, slaps it foul, and it stays. It's 0-2. So the KBO has full robot umps. The umpire has earpiece, and in that earpiece, it relays the call to him. I believe it's an American girl that says strike, and it's a Korean guy that says bol, which is a Konglish for ball. So I can't. It's one of those two combinations. Is he fouls that one off also, and so it's almost instant. Yeah, it's 100% ABS. The dugouts have a little iPad or whatever that they can check, and they can challenge it if they think something. Uh, the KBO also has a check swing challenge. So the 0-2 pitch sets up on the outside, way outside, 1-2. In August, they started implementing the KBO, the check swing challenge. So they get to 2 challenges per game. Then, if they're correct on them, they get more each time. So they don't have to be correct on both of them. Just as the 1-2 pitch sets up inside right off the hand, is that is caught by Cheon Sung, and 2 away. Yeah, so they can challenge the check swing. Only the batter, catcher, and pitcher can challenge the check swing, and then the KBO actually has their own cameras set up just for the check swing. I think I've only seen one check swing, maybe 2 check swings ever overturned. You see a bunch of them in a game as a check swing there, but he gets a piece of it and fouls it away, and it's 0-1. Oh man, yeah, the K everybody, all these purists say, oh, you got to you can't take away the umpires; they're part of the game. Like you're watching and you're like, you didn't really know. As the 0-1 pitch in the dirt, it says he did not go around. Ooh, I think he wins. We'll see if they. I don't think the fact that it's 10-5. I don't think they're going to challenge it, or are they? Oh, they're going to challenge it. Here you go. Here you go, Spaced. So their check swing, they're challenging the check swing. I do think he went. They called him no swing, but I think he did. Yep, he did. So it's 0-2 now. Yeah, again, ABS system was implemented last year, uh, and it was amazing the change. And then the check swing system was implemented this year in I believe August. So it's only been for a couple months. Is the check over on Austin over at first? It's only been for a couple weeks or a couple months. But it's that was again. I think that's the third time that it's been overturned. But yeah, you have all these purists that constantly talk, "Oh, umpires are part of the game." Blah blah blah. No, getting it right is the best part. As the 0-2 way way up high, 1-2. I would much rather see them getting it right every time than any other variation of anything. I think the challenge system that the MLB is doing next year is stupid. As the 1-2 rolls over it, so that's going to be trouble. First, the catcher grabs it, throws to first in time, and that's 3 away. We go to the seventh inning. It's 10-5. LG. Yeah, the umpire again. The umpire, their thing is they're looking for you know check swings, things like that. You know, the other thing is everybody talks about, oh, you take away framing from the catcher. But yeah, but you take by not having the ABS system, you take away a batter's good eye because the catcher is able to frame it, and that's the thing that I don't like is you're rewarding uh the catcher who can steal a strike, but you're not rewarding the hitter who knows the strike zone. So to me, that is the thing that I don't personally like about not having the ABS system. Uh, but yeah, I like the fact that you can still kind of challenge it, but you don't. I have never seen a actual strike ball like call actually challenged. They did have a huge thing last year where they didn't hear it and they called it and they got caught on a hot mic at the game saying, "Oh, just if anybody asks you, you heard this, you heard this." The crew chief got fired. The one that called it also got fired, and then the other ones got suspended for the whole year. So still out there is Song Sung Ki, strike one to Liberato. Liberato 0 for 2 on the day. Do have a change in the outfield. Chaewon Young is takes over for Kim Hyun Soo. What's up? What's up? Yeah, if Hanwha's coming back, this is the inning that they have to get some runs with the 2, 3, 4 hitters coming up. And Liberato looks its ball two or ball one just outside 1-2. Again, a right-handed batter or left-handed pitcher. You gotta throw it in the other batter's box. It's the rules. A swing and a miss, and that's 1 away. Liberato is just not having it this series. He is not looked good at all. Yeah, they don't mess around at all. Yeah, that was the thing is like, okay, we need to set we need to set it. This is what's happening. Don't ever do it. As Moon Hyun Bin lifts that one, Pak Min takes a few steps back, makes the catch, and 2 away. The inning that they need to get some runs, and they've already got 2 outs on 5 pitches. Spaced, where are you from? All right, so no Shiwana steps in 1 for 3 on the day. He did hit the back to back, the second part of the back to back home runs back in the first inning. That's in there for a strike though, and it's 0-1. And Cali, okay. Did you get Jim? Obviously, Florida. I don't know where are you from, Nathan. He's got to be from Cali because he's a Giants fan. Is that fouled away? 0-2. You a Dodgers fan? I'm gonna ask Angels fan. I don't know why. As the 0-2 pitch, he pops it up under it. Left fielder under, and the center fielder calls him off, and 2 away, 3 away. That was a quick 1-2-3 inning. We will go to the bottom of the seventh. It's 10-5 LG. I was like, I'm going to say Angels and I'm going to say the Athletics, but do the Athletics really have fans anymore? But yeah, could be worse, I guess. All right, the 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up for LG in the bottom of the seventh. Imagine we will have another new pitcher. Oh, the Las Vegas Stadium. The thing is anybody going to go to those games? Like, everyone except Dodgers fans want Toronto to beat the Dodgers. And I went last year to the MLB opening series, so I saw 3 games. I saw the Kiwoom Heroes versus the Dodgers. That was the first game, and then the second game was Team Korea versus the Padres, and then I went to opening day, Dodgers versus Padres. All right, so we's be back, ladies and gentlemen. OG1 will lead things off. Hanwha Eagles will get in for the first time in this these playoffs. Reminds a lot of people of former San Francisco Giants, 10 Lincecum. As the first pitch is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. As the 0-1. I mean, like I don't know honestly. Like I don't know. Did he do it? Did he not do it? As OG1 turns on that one, and that is going to go and go and go off the wall, and OG1 is going to be in second with a leadoff double. First hit of him for him in this Korean series. Yeah, and that's the thing is like I don't know. Like, didn't they had a whole FBI investigation too, though? And the FBI investigation came up with the same thing. As Puck, oh, we're getting a bunt. You're up 5 in the 7th inning, and we're getting a bunt, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting a bunt. He's already has a 2-run double. He's got a 2-run homer, and we're getting a bunt as he throws the bat at it. Again, this is stupid. This is how you get your catcher hurt. This is how you get your catcher hurt. This is just stupid. Up by 5 in the 7th inning, and you're bunting. Again, this is why I say LG has the dumbest manager in the league, and it's, Hanwha's manager is also really dumb. It's the two worst managers in the league, battling it out for the dumbest manager. Again, look at his hands. Look at his hands. See how he grips the bats? He grips his hand all the way around it. That's how you get your fingers broken. And he throws it away. And a run is going to score on the E5. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why you bunt. No, it's an error, so he wouldn't get an RBI. That is the second straight throwing error for Noshiwan. Again, yesterday, the big throwing error allowed a run to score. And now another throwing error today allows another run to score. That's why you bunt, ladies and gentlemen. And they're going to try it again. Pitcher is going to grab this one, throw to first. Hakemina steps in now. Bunting, up 6 in your bunting. Yeah, that was the catcher spaced. And then they bunted to move the catcher to second. The KBO managers still live in 1985. I'm telling you, man. All right. Hakemina looks at ball 1 up high. 1-0. Yeah, another 1-0 pitch outside at 2-0. Che Jae-hoon is still back behind the plates. I thought that he would be gone by now. As that's going to be a ground ball. Pitcher or first baseman is going to grab it, step on the bag, and that's 2 away. It does move the runner over, but as usual, you got to have a hit or an error or something to score whenever you have the setup like that. When you've got the runner on first with nobody out and you're trying to bunt, so you still got to have a hit or an error or something that is going to allow that run to score. As that is low as Hong Chang-gi looks its ball 1. This one is in Seoul. So I'll show you. That is in there for a strike. It's 1-1. All right. So if you're watching, this stadium is just down the street from me. This one is in Daejeon. This one is in Incheon. This is where you actually land if you're flying in. This one is Seoul. This is the 1-1 pitch runs inside, and it's 2-1. This one is in Suwon. Suwon is about a subway ride south of Seoul, and then this one is in Daegu. As the 2-1 pitch in there for a strike, and it's 2-2. The thing with the KBO with uh, yes and no. So you can go to a game for $10. The best thing about the KBO is it's BYOB. The 2-2 pitch into the dirts, and that's going to run the count full 3-2. So you can take in your own beer, drinks, and stuff. You can also take in pizza. You could take in burgers, chicken, whatever. You can take whatever you want in. So that's obviously a huge thing. Is the 3-2 pitch, a swing and a miss. But LG gets another run on a double, a bunt, an error, another bunt, and that one didn't score. We'll go to the 8th inning. It's 11-5. Yeah, so it's just a sec. Yeah, yeah, the KBO, it's great. Lately, though, it's been so popular that it's very, very hard to get tickets. Scalpers uh, for this series, the Korean series, because it's the first time Hanwha's been to the Korean series since the early 2000s. LG also is one of the original teams. So they have a huge fan base, two huge fan bases. Uh, they're, you know, a ticket that's normally $30 for the Korean series, the people are trying to sell for 200 or $2,000. It's like I think there was one that was like 16 times the face value of it. Like it's absolutely ridiculous. And the worst part is up until a few years ago, you weren't allowed to scalp. You weren't allowed to sell tickets on the secondhand markets. Yeah, especially because the cost of living in Korea is so low. But Hamduk Ju, the old ham duck, is out on the mound. His first appearance in this Korean series. Shea and Sung 0 for 3 today. That's in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Yeah, I went in 2018. I went to see Doosan versus SK at the time. Now they're SSG. You would know Merrill Kelly used to pitch for SK, as that is going to be lifted to right field. Hong Chang-gi back, makes the catch, and one away. Uh, Trey Hillman was the manager, former Hanwha or former Kansas City Royals manager, was the manager for SK at the time. Yeah, so 2018, I went to Korean series. I bought them on the secondhand market. They were twice the face value. It was like 50 bucks to sit in the infield. As that's in there for a strike to Sona Sup. As here we go, the 0-1 pitch sets up on the outside and swing and a miss as it drops way below the zone. Space, the guy hitting right now is the all-time KBO hit leader, hitting 286 in this series, 1 for 3 today. That's misses up high, 1-2. Sonos up a double and a run scored in his first at bats, a 6-3 ground out, and then popped up to the shortstop in his last at bats, 1 for 3. And another 1-2 pitch misses outside at 2-2. Again, we got a left-handed batter, a left-handed pitcher, 0-2 count. So what do? You throw two pitches out of the zone, and now suddenly it's 2-2. No, this is one of the bigger parks in the stadium or in the Korea. Is the 2-2 is just foul. Nice play by the ball boy down the line. Yeah, this one and in Busan, where Lotte Giants play, are the two pitcher friendly parks. Yeah, the hitter friendly parks would be SSG, Moonhawk Stadium, Daegu, Lions Park, and then Hanwha, as that is lined right to the center fielder and two away. And then Hanwha's new stadium would be a hitter friendly park. This one is old. It's the oldest stadium in the league. I think it was 1982. Next year will be the last year for this stadium. They're going to move into the World Cup soccer stadium or football stadium, depending on where you're from, as that is fouled away 0-1. And they're going to tear down this stadium and they're going to build a dome. The interesting thing about this stadium is it's actually shared by two teams. It's the 0-1 in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. LG Twins and Doosan Bears share this stadium. So this stadium gets played every single day. Yes, it's very bad. As the 0-2 is a swing and a miss. That's the end of the top of the eighth. We go to the bottom of the eighth as Hanwha is down 6 with only 3 outs left. Yeah, so right now it's again, it was at game time, it was 9 degrees. Let's see what it is now. It's 7 degrees in Seoul. So about 45 degrees or so. But the thing is Korea has monsoon season because it is a peninsula. So there'll be weeks where there's only maybe 2 or 3 games played instead of 6. Also, during the summers, it is awful. It is disgusting outside. It is so humid because again, it's a peninsula. It's 90 degrees and 150% humidity. Like you get out of the shower and then you want to take a shower again because it's so hot and humid. It's just disgusting. So yeah, it is not pleasant. The summers are really bad. I actually, again, I had season tickets for a long time. I had a fan like this big, a 20-inch fan that I would just sit in front of me because my seat was on the front row of the cheer section, so I had a lot of leg area, and I had that fan that would just blow on me the whole time, and it was still hot and nasty. Yeah, like I mean I'm from the Midwest, and it gets pretty nasty, hot, and humid there too. But yeah, I mean it was really bad. All right, who's out there on the mound now is the biggest question. Is Yoon San Hung going to stay out there? Shin Min Jae will lead things off for LG. He is going to stay out there. Nope, Jung Woo Ju. Well, this answers my other question. No, I was wondering if they were going to have Moon Dong Ju start or Jung Woo Ju starts in game 5, but it looks like here we're definitely going to have Moon Dong Ju start. Yeah, I mean, you cheer until the end, 100%. As the 1-1 in there for a strike, and it's 1-2. Yeah, I mean, my season ticket was the front row of the cheer section, so I mean, I would singing and dancing and all of that. The 1-2 rolled over, second baseman is going to grab it, throws over to first, and one away. Brings up Austin Dean. He's got a couple walks today. Still hitless in this Korean series. 0 for 5 yesterday, 0 for 2 today. Just not swinging the bats well. I have to think that maybe something is wrong, something he's injured or something, because normally he's the first baseman and Moonbo Gyung would be the third baseman. But so they've got Moonbo Gyung at first and Austin Dean DHing as that's a misses outside 1-0. They were talking about wanting to get Gubon Hyuk in because they were even had him going to play in the outfield to possibly have Austin play first, Moonbo Young play third, Kim Hyun Soo DH, and Gubon Hyuk play outfield. So maybe this is the solution, as that is also a ball 2-0. His name's Austin Dean. He played in the Cardinals organization for a while. And the 2-0 misses low 3-0. Yeah, someone was holding a Texas flag earlier, so I guess he's from Texas. He went to Klein Collins High School. I don't know where that is. That's is in there for a strike, and it's 3-1. Just had his birthday actually, a couple weeks ago. All right, the 3-1 pitch sets up on the outside and runs it in, and he walks for the third straight at bat. Well, batting average is 0, but your on base percentage is almost 500. That's going to bring up Che Wan Young for his first at bat of the day. Might be his first at bat of the series. Took over yesterday as a pinch runner for Kim Hyun Soo. Hanwha's manager looking for his stopwatch. Nope, we're going to have a pinch hitter here, a Moon Sung Ju. Best posture in the game right here, ladies and gentlemen. Best posture in the game. Thank you for stopping by. I'll be back for, again, tomorrow is a travel day. So I'll be back for Wednesday for game 3. Same time, 6:30 Korean time. So I'll see you then. Thanks for stopping by. Moon Sung Ju. Straight up, bat straight up. And outside, ball 1-0. Two one or 2-0 pitch. That's a rolled over second baseman, a backhand to the first second shortstop, but it's not in time. And that's will be a 4-6 putout. Gets the lead runner and brings up Moonbo Young. And now I have another pinch runner now. Moonbo Young. That's in there for a strike at the top of the zone, and it's 0-1. Little apartment going in the background. Was it Chun Sang Po takes over on the base pass? That misses up high. 1-1. I can never remember his name. Chun Sang Ho. All right, the 1-1 pitch just sets up right down the middle. And that is lifted. That is going. Goodbye, baseball. Another home run as Moonbo Young comes up with his 4th and 5th RBI. And his 3rd or 2nd. Definitely gonna have the old player of the game for Moonbo Young. 0 questions about that now. Again, there was the thought about it possibly being Park Dong-won, but definitely not now. As he goes the other way, and it's 13-5. For Hanwha fans, as Ojiwan looks at the curveball in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Ojiwan led off last inning, and he's up once again. That misses up high, though, and it's 1-1. Ojiwan doubled in a run scored in his last at-bat, came around to score on that E5. Also walked and scored a run. Yeah, fantastic game for him. As that is fouled. Knocks his face mask off, but he'll probably stay in there. Yeah, Jim, I kind of want a 7-game series because that gives me more just time to stream, but I kind of want a 4-game series because then I can move comfortably. That's a beautiful breaking ball, catches him looking, but another 2 runs added for LG as we go to the 9th inning. Yeah, I mean, Hanwha hasn't been competitive in either one of these games, so that was a beautiful pitch, though, Harry. Absolute beautiful pitch. MLB needs to adopt the ABS system. There's no question about it. Oh, we're going to have the 8 and 9 1-hitters coming up for Hanwha. Not sure exactly who's going to be coming up. Ejin Young should be coming up. Che Jae-hoon also is scheduled to come up, and Wong Young Mook. So I might have a very possible to have some pinch hitters here. We'll see who's coming out onto the mound. I have to imagine. Right. So the ball has to hit the middle and the back. It has to hit 2 parts of the plates. Thank you, Jim.
지민 플라 슈퍼채티드 9.99달러. 땡스 포 더 스트림. 굿럭 위드 유어 무브.
Thank you, Jim. Yeah, that's my understanding, Harry. I don't want to say 100%, but I believe it's supposed to hit both parts. It's supposed to hit 2 parts. Yeah, I knew what you were asking because I'm not 100%, but I think it has to hit 2 parts. No. I'll see you Wednesday, Jim. Good luck at work, sir. All right, Eugene Young steps in and looks at the strike one. Out on the mound is Lee Jung Young. I didn't think they'd have the old ham duck out there again. And the 0-1 pitch hits him in the head. Get out of the way. Like it was a slow curveball. Get out of the way. Like he hit him in the head. Yeah, that's awful. But man, like he just watched it come to hit his head. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, it sucks that he got hit in the head, but man. All right, Ewan Suck steps in. Interesting choice as a pinch hitter here. Looks at this strike one. And he turns on it. That's going to go. Sticks up, making a fantastic catch. They're going to throw to first, but I think he's going to make it back. What a catch in the outfield there. I don't know who that was. Who was that? That was Chun Song Ho. What an absolute catch. He's the one that just took over on the base pass. Beautiful catch. Wow. All right, so flips the lineup back over to Wang Young Mook. That was a thing of beauty. God, I love good defense. And into the dirt, it's 1-1. Kiwi, do you when you're at home, do you hold up his uniform and put it in front of you, hoping that the TV catches you? Yeah, slaps it foul the other way, and it's 1-2. Wang Young Mook led the game off with a single when I was still trying to get the stream going. Single came around to score on the Moon Hyun Bin 2-run shots, but walked back in the fourth inning and didn't come around to score. As that is in the dirt, a good block by Park Dong-won keeps it in front of him, keeps Eugene Young over there at first base. As Hanwha down to the last 2 outs. They've got to score 8 runs before they get 2 outs. So Eugene Young's got to come up at least one more time. And that's going to be a ground ball up the middle, shortstop underhand toss to the second baseman. It's like he didn't really know what he was going to do. It looked like he was completely confused. He was like, oh, I'm going to do that. Oh, no. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll just do that. All right. So Wang Young Mook over at first base. Liberato. 0 for 3 today with a couple of Ks. And then he fouls that one into the umpire's foot. 0-1. 167 on the old Korean series. A very big difference between the playoff against the Samsung. Kim Jong-gyu not pitching well to start. Hanwha both times, both games so far, their starters have just been bad. Just been bad. Their bullpen is, after a 5-game series against the Samsung, their bullpen is just getting ran through as that misses inside at 2-1. Starters not going, not even getting out of the 5th inning, not even getting out of the 4th inning in either game. 3.1 innings yesterday from Moon Dong-ju. He only got to 3 innings from Yu Hyun Jin today. The 2-1 is fouled into the midst, and it's on 2-2. Twins. No, you can't call them the Giants. You can't call them the Giants because you got the Lotte Giants. As the 2-2 pitch rolled over and it gets through. What am I doing here? All right, Moon Hyun Bin, he turns on that one, gives it a ride, but just to the center fielder, and that is 3 away, and Hanwha falls again as we finish this absolute cluster of a game, ladies and gentlemen. Hanwha got out early to a quick lead. Again, Moonhyun or Wang Young Mook led off the game with a single before I even got the stream going. A 2-run shot by Moonhyun Bin, a back-to-back shot, and No Shiwan added another one, puts them up 3-0. A double by Sona Sup comes around to score on an RBI single by the shortstop. Hanwha got a 4-0 lead. 1-2-3 goes LG in the bottom of the first, and Hanwha's got all kinds of momentum. They've got their big pitcher on the mound, Hyun Jin, coming back from the MLB last year. But then the 2nd inning happened. Thank you, Jim. I'll see you on Wednesday. Sounds good. Thank you. Yeah, I'll be back Wednesday for game 3. Again, no game tomorrow. It's a travel day. But yeah, LG started off in the 2nd inning. Kim Hyun Soo with a leadoff single, a single by Moon Bo-kyung, then a walk to Oh Ji-won, loaded the bases. Pak Dong-won gets 2 RBIs on a double there to cut it to 4-2. Then a single by Gubon Hyuk ends up letting 2 runs come on in, and that's ties the game at 4-4. Then a bunt and then an RBI single by Hong Chang-gi puts them up 5-4. Then in the bottom of the 3rd, they had a couple more. A single by Moon Bo-kyung, and then a 4-6 ground out, but a 2-run shot by Pak Dong-won puts them up 7-4. Hanwha does get another 1 run back in the 4th inning. You get a hit by pitch from, you got a walk to Chae Ho, an error on the shortstop, a walk, and then an RBI walk for Moon Hyun Bin. No Shiwan strikes out with the bases loaded. Hanwha left 5 on in the first 4 inning, and then guess what? They didn't leave another one on until the 9th inning when they left 2 on. Yeah, and then so again in the 4th inning, more runs from LG. Hit by pitch, came around to score after another walk and another walk, loaded the bases. Pak Dong-won or Moon Bo-kyung almost just barely missed a grand slam as he hits it off the top of the wall. All 3 runs coming around to score because there's 2 outs, so they're obviously running on anything. He ends up at second for a 3 RBI double, a bases clearing double. And then they added another run in the 7th. manufactured a run with an error and everything else. Then in the eighth inning, another big Moonbo Young swing. This time an opposite field, 2-run homer. Moonbo Young, obviously the player of the game, uh, goes 4 for 5 with two singles, double, and a 2-run homer. Ends up scoring 2 runs, ends up with 5 RBIs, an absolute monster game. Uh, LG and Hanwha both had starting pitchers that didn't even make it out of the fourth inning. The second straight game for Hanwha not making out of the fourth inning. That's they do have an off day tomorrow, but man, you got to wonder what's going on. You have to hope for Hanwha's sake that you know coming back here to Daejeon, playing in front of the home crowd. That's maybe, just maybe, that is what they need. It's very, very, man. It's difficult. You got to think for a Hanwha standpoint. They haven't been competitive in these 2 games. They were competitive for the first inning and a half in today's game, but after that, they look flat again. They looked flat yesterday. They look flat again today. They're not swinging the ball. They're swinging the bat particularly well. Uh, they're not hitting when they've got runners on base. LG is hitting when they've got runners on base, which is obviously the big difference between these 2 teams. So LG, man, they've got to be loving where they're sitting right now, up 2-0, going down to Daejeon. Uh, Again, Hanwha has the best home record in the league, but LG has the best road record on the league. Hanwha is going to have their number 1 and number 2 pitchers, Ponce and Weiss. In their first starts, both Ponce and Weiss both pitched absolutely awful in the series, but they both did look a lot better in game 5. LG will have Chirinos on one of those games. I don't know which one he's been supposed to start, but they keep pushing him back. The last I read, he woke up with some back pain. So maybe the day off will be able to push him, or maybe they push him back to game 4, where they could pitch him maybe game 4 and then game 7 on a short rest if they do go to a game 7. So it should be Ponce versus either Chirinos or Sonju Young, the left-hander, which is not a good thing for Hanwha. They're not very good against left-handers. He's also been very good against Hanwha. Uh, as far as the 2 pitchers, so Ponce against LG on the season, 3.46 ERA, the highest ERA he had against any team. He is 2 games. He's hasn't won a match. He hasn't won a game. He's given up 2 home runs to him. Weiss, or we'll talk about Chirinos. Chirinos against Hanwha, 3 games, 1-1 with a 1.40 ERA. He did lose his last game against them, but that was an offensive issue, not a pitching issue. Sonju Young, again, I don't know which one is going to start the game 3 and which one's going to start game 4. So I'll give you both of them. Against Hanwha, a 1.38 ERA. 2 games, he's 1-0 in those 2 games. So both of the pitchers coming up for LG in the series has pitched really well against Hanwha. Ponce has not pitched well against Hanwha or against LG. Weiss has pitched well against Hanwha or against LG. Weiss in 2 games, he has a 2.25 ERA and he's 1-0. Yes, this is their World Series, their Korean series. This is the last series of the season. So again, Wednesday, Ponce will start for Hanwha. That's definitely 100%. Ponce will start on Wednesday. If he it's going to be who does he face, Chirinos or does he face Sonju Young? He'll face one of those guys, and then on Thursday you will have Weiss, and he'll face the other one, whether it's Chirinos or Sonju Young. So Ponce again did pitch much better in Game 5 against Samsung, but it's also getting pretty cold. And Ponce says he doesn't like pitch. He wants to pitch in the heat. So what is that to say? Again, he hasn't pitched well against LG on the season. So what's going to go on with that? So Hanwha looks absolutely flat. The crowd is gonna be crazy. 100%, the crowd is gonna be absolutely nuts in Daejeon. A lot of these guys, a lot of Hanwha fans have never seen a Korean series, a Korean series game. Again, this is the first year of the stadium. A massive, massive season for Hanwha, but they do have a manager that has never won. He's also never won a game in Jamshil in the Korean series. I think I think Kiwi said he's now 0 for 13 or something like that, 0 for 12, 0, 0 and 12, 0 and 13, something like that in Jamshil. So he has a much better record in Daejeon as a manager. So we'll see what happens next. I will be back on Wednesday for game 3, 6:30, same time as this one. Hopefully, I'll have everything set up. I should be in the new apartments for that time. So, thank you guys, everybody, for tuning in. As always, until next time.